Welcome to the Mycronic booth here at SMT Hybrid Packaging. I'm joined by Clemens Jargon, who's the VP of the Global Dispensing Unit. Welcome, Clemens.
Hi, Trevor. Nice to meet you.
Okay, so a lot to talk about this week because you've got quite a few new things on the booth and some fairly major improvements. First of all, we're going to look at the My series of dispensers. You started with the My 500 years ago, which was revolutionary. That was replaced by the My 600, and here we are now with the My 700. Key features are, we can see at a glance, it's a dual head machine with dual dispensing tubes. Tell us a bit more about what sort of benefits this is bringing.
Yeah, thanks, Trevor. Yeah, the revolution goes on. Thanks for mentioning this. So we are today at the SMT Hybrid Packaging here launching the new MyPro series. MyPro stands for productivity. And the MyPro series is represented by the My 700 and the My 300.
Right.
And the My 700 is the natural successor of the My 600. We have added capabilities. Now we have dual head. That means you can shoot either different dot sizes, or you can use dual media that you shot at the same time solder paste and any glue, SMA for example.
Okay, interesting. So you have one of the heads is set up to do the larger dot sizes, one head set up to do the smaller dot sizes, so you can cover the area quicker.
Exactly. We can cover the area quickly, and then we are gaining speed.
Right.
Yeah, so with using two different dot size ejectors, we can be up to 20% faster, depending on the application.
Okay, so you're up 20% faster. You've got two heads now, so you're not doubling your speed?
No, you don't double. This is depending on the application. You could in some times double the speed, you know, when you have a lot of wider range from very small dot up to very big dots, then you can go even up to doubling, but in average that maybe be up to 20 to 30% depending on the application and board type.
Right, okay. So I see that it's on a slightly smaller footprint than the My 600. How did you change the design, the configuration here?
Yes, the mechanical design is optimized to have a smaller footprint to make it a true inline machine in comparison to before. Now you can add 1-2 machines to any other pick and place machine, even in high volume business, to replace stencil printers. Right,
okay. And I see also that it has a dual lane capability, so you can do a maximum large board size, or you can do, obviously it's too smaller.
Exactly, you can just use one single lane if you like, but sometimes customers require dual lane capabilities. Therefore, we have added this here to the functionalities. And whenever you have two different board sizes you want to run dual lane, you can do it. Okay. Even you can do dual layout if you like. So dual head, dual media, dual layout, dual lane, everything double capacities of the machine in comparison to the My 600.
Yeah, very, very, very flexible. But so tell me, with this new configuration, can this printer now keep up with the line speed?
Yeah, so we have a line speed of approximately now 45 to 49,000 components per hour. That means when you have a pick and place solution up to 100,000 components per hour, maybe two of the My 700 can replace your stencil printer and you have a high precise solution for your future factory setup.
Okay, excellent, good. So there's been some other developments too further up the line. I want to look at the My 300 pick and place series, so let's move a bit further up and take a look at that. So Clemens, here we're at the My 300 pick and place machine, which has had quite a few changes to it. The first thing I noticed is it is a little bit shorter. It's kind of lost the wings, so it's a smaller footprint. Tell me some of the things that you've built into this.
Yeah, so this is the second part of the MyPro series, the My 300. And here we did a lot of mechanical design optimizations. Therefore, we are now able, so the the previous DX14 is now the DX17. That means we have 3 more magazines on the same length of the machine. So there's 40% more feeder capacity on the same length on your factory floor. And that's a significant improvement in productivity for our customers.
Right, and that was achieved by taking the sort of wings off the end and improving the space.
Yes, exactly. Better mechanical design.
Right. So, also built into this, you have an intelligent tool change. It's got a lot more flexible from the previous version.
Yes, that's a good observation. We try to increase speed. We try to keep the same operating system as we had before, but gaining speed. And one of the ideas to gain speed was that we made it two independent tool chains on the machines. So that means while one pick and place head is still picking and placing, the other one can change tools for other components.
Right.
And while this one is in pick and placing, the other one can change tools.
Right.
This is gaining 10 to 20% raw speed in the machine.
Excellent, excellent. So that's an interesting thing. And then, of course, going back to your re-engineered design, the conveyors, which are at the back of the machine, which used to be external, now appear to have come internal.
Exactly.
So is that saving floor space, or how is that working?
That's the point. So floor space savings was one of the key elements for us when we did the new mechanical design. And while we kept the length for more feeder capacities, we brought the external conveyors internal. That means we're also now gaining about 40% footprint and makes the machine shorter by putting the external ones internally. And now we have just internal conveyors, which, by the way, also improves the serviceability, because the engineers now need approximately a day to max 1.5 days to set up the machine, which is also about 30% plus faster than before. Which they appreciate, as you can imagine.
No, it looks a lot tighter, the whole design together, for sure. So it's very exciting. One more thing we have to see on the booth, we can't leave, of course, it's your new acquisition from China, the Axon Dispensing series. So let's take a walk across and have a look at that. Okay, so Clemens, here we are in front of your recent acquisition from China, the Axon Dispenser, but it's not really a Chinese machine, is it?
Yes, it is not. This is the coding solution from Axon, our acquisition, which we have done in 2016 because we want to widen our portfolio and product offering what we have. But as you said, this is not a typical what you might imagine Chinese machine. This is a real high quality machine. They only selected high value European brands. For example, also they have chosen Panasonic motors for everything what moves. And they've selected a vision system from Baumer, which is a Swiss supplier. Yeah? Right. So, and the combination of high value components and the high value assembly in China makes the true value of a machine, which is not anymore for the Chinese market. It's now what we offer to the world, to US, to EMEA, to everywhere.
Right. Well, and of course, probably a lot of European and American customers don't realize is that Axon is the market-leading brand in China. It really has become so popular and has a huge range of different dispensing options. The one we're looking at here today is, of course, a spray coater, I think, a needle dispenser. Can you maybe describe a little bit about the unit we have here?
Yeah. Coding. This is a wide range of applications. What are requested in the case of coding? You have conformal coding, selective coding. You also have micro coding. It means for every coding machine, you have to have different valves, and all these valves we also offer in our range. That means whatever a customer requires to protect his boards, for example, against humidity, you can do now with Axon Mycronic's coding solutions.
Okay, excellent. So this is the first coater, and I believe this machine here has actually been sold on the booth already. Congratulations. I
have to admit, yesterday was the first day we showed it, and yesterday afternoon it was already sold.
There you go. So tell me about, I mentioned earlier that you have a much wider, a full range of different dispensing options. When can we expect to see them? Will they be here by, say, the Productronica to have a look at?
Yeah, this is a good point because beside to coding, Axon also does dispensing solutions, from tabletop up to inline dispensing systems. You have very small tabletop solutions for easy applications, up to a wide range of tabletops, up to 500 millimeter board size, including vision cameras, fiducials. Everything can be used on the Axon dispensing. That means from tabletop up to high-speed dispensing on the My700. We can offer now almost any application which is required, from LED encapsulation, underfill, up to high-speed solder paste with the My700. And you might see a lot of more interesting things on the Productronica soon in Munich.
Absolutely fascinating. So, I mean, these are going to be hitting the European market and the US market very soon. So we'll be certainly looking out for them. And congratulations once again.
Thank you very much, Trevor.
Okay, thank you.